Live 24CH 24 hours in advance with the Bell TV app.
In the context of today's NHL, what exactly constitutes an assist? On the ice, it's rather straightforward. One player has the puck and he shares it with a teammate who's in a better position to score. Not easy, but simple, yes. At the other end of the ice, an assist could be the beautiful melody of a post turning a puck into a vibraphone, or a brother who sweeps trouble away. Off the ice, the assist takes on a life of its own. A kid who gets to live his dream, or a friend who needs to fight stigma and talk about his nightmares. Well, the Montreal Canadiens are one of the worst teams in the league when it comes to unassisted goals. And that seems to be the way they like it. In the early morning lauds, the ice in Brossard rediscovers its habitual sheen. The lights come back on as the staff file in. Morning, coach. The players are back from the All-Star recess. Everything in its right place.
So make sure you're on that backside of the forward. If they try to make a pass, once he goes underneath, F2, you jump on him. Yeah.
Weaver logs some overtime. The players take part in Bell's Let's Talk campaign.
Sheriff, what do you think of my shirt?
Oh boy, Mikey.
I'm gonna wear this right out there, actually.
You should. This is great.
What do you think of my turtleneck? Black, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Absolutely.
1 in 5 Canadians will personally experience mental illness in their lifetime. The beginning of a cure is within each one of us. A conversation about mental health or wellness. The Bell Let's Talk campaign is all about sparking that dialogue.
C'est très important de parler de la cause de la maladie mentale. Ça sauve des vies. Les gens se sentent en gang, se sentent pas exclus. Texter, en parler, inclure les gens et ne les excluez pas.
C'est un message qu'on véhicule à chaque année, qui rejoint de plus en plus de gens. Ça aide à déstigmatiser, puis à démocratiser tout ça. Et puis on le sent que ça touche.
Ah, personne n'a osé. Ouais, Facebook, ouais! Oh, je suis content.
Travis Moen and his Dallas Stars, just a few points off the playoff pace, return to the Bell Center to face Montreal.
Come on! High quick, go to high quick!
Alexei Yemelin gets a freak assist from a Dallas skate.
Kicked him out.
With less than 2 seconds to play in the period, the Stars get an assist at the face-off circle and narrow the gap.
Drop the puck!
Je suis ici avec la Fondation des Petits Trésors. C'est une cause qui me tient à cœur parce que j'ai moi-même passé par des difficultés. Donc aujourd'hui, j'essaie d'en parler autour de moi pour que les gens démystifient un peu la réalité de la santé mentale. Tous les gens peuvent vivre un épisode, mais pourtant, on n'arrive pas à comprendre la détresse que la personne peut ressentir et le poids que ça peut avoir sur la personne. Des événements comme aujourd'hui, ce que ça permet, c'est de dire, OK, on peut vivre une difficulté de santé mentale, on n'a pas besoin d'avoir honte, parce que bien sûr, on a besoin de support, on n'a pas besoin de se cacher, c'est déjà dur de vivre avec. En parlant, on démystifie, on dédramatise et on permet aux gens d'aller chercher de l'aide au lieu de se confiner dans leur maison.
Yemelin hits Jason Spezza from behind.
He turned into it.
A bloodied Spezza is assisted back to the locker room, while Yemelin gets escorted from the ice. Galchenyuk gets a special assist from Brendan Gallagher, who fells the lippy Roussel.
What happened there? How'd you fall? How'd you fall?
Carey Price is named the game's first star for stopping 42 shots and does his best to share the credit in the scrums.
There were several times out there where my defenseman totally bailed me out, and you know, that's what it's all about. I'm here for them, and they're there for me.
Ta passion, c'est les avions et le Canadien. Nous, on va t'inviter à venir dans l'avion avec nous à New York. Tu vas être comme un joueur. Tu vas être dans l'avion avec les joueurs. Tu vas aller à l'hôtel comme les joueurs. Tu vas aller à la pratique comme les joueurs.
Antoine Jenis, who loves planes and the Montreal Canadiens, escapes to New York for a few hours of reverie.
Nous, on est les parents d'Antoine Jenis. Antoine, son rêve, c'était de faire partie des Canadiens de Montréal. Eux, ils ont tout fait là, pour que ça se réalise. Ils ont été vraiment impliqués. C'est vraiment un organisme proche des gens aussi. Les gens sont vraiment sympathiques.
Antoine?
Oui.
Ça va bien?
Oui, oui.
Ta passion, c'est les avions et le Canadien de Montréal?
Oui.
Que t'aimes beaucoup?
Oui.
Fait que nous, on va t'inviter à venir dans l'avion avec nous à New York. Tu vas être comme un joueur. Tu vas être dans l'avion avec les joueurs. Tu vas aller à l'hôtel comme les joueurs. Tu vas aller à la pratique comme les joueurs. Ça te tente-tu?
Oui.
Et puis merci.
Merci.
Ça fait plaisir. Fait qu'on va se revoir bientôt, OK?
Antoine était vraiment content. Puis après ça, on a entendu parler du voyage à toutes les 5 minutes de la journée.
Ouais, c'est sûr que c'est un petit gars rêve de ça, mais même les adultes aussi, je pense. C'est un peu le rêve de tout le monde.
Hey, buddy.
How was your practice?
Why don't you have my jersey on?
Il aime bien avoir des souvenirs un peu de ce qu'il fait. Puis c'est pour ça qu'on prend beaucoup de photos puis on filme. Il aime beaucoup regarder des souvenirs par après parce qu'il réalise mieux par la suite. Sur le moment présent, je pense qu'il vit il y a trop d'émotions qui se bousculent, donc il n'a pas le temps d'en profiter.
Absolutely. Who's this price guy?
Stéphane Quintal, the last Montreal Canadien to patrol the blue line wearing number 5, now oversees all NHL player safety.
J'ai environ une quinzaine de personnes qui travaillent, puis chaque match est regardé dans notre salle de visionnement. Souvent, les gars vont regarder les matchs, et s'ils voient quelque chose que l'arbitre a vu ou pas, ils vont le clipper, ils vont l'envoyer par courriel à moi, Chris Pronger, Pat Lafontaine, Bill Daly. Et après ça, ils me répondent tous individuellement pour ne pas influencer la réponse de d'autres. Quand c'est des cas que je vois moins souvent, je me fie beaucoup à Colin Campbell parce qu'il a fait ça tellement longtemps, puis il était joueur et était entraîneur après. Vu que je suis un joueur, c'est certain que j'apporte une certaine crédibilité. Je suis certain que dans les prochaines années, la personne qui va faire ce travail-là va toujours être un ancien joueur. Je pense que c'est important parce que tu peux pas savoir qu'est-ce que le gars pensait si t'as pas été sur la patinoire. Le privilège que j'ai d'avoir Chris Pronger qui a été suspendu 9 fois, souvent il m'a dit ouais, mais je l'ai fait souvent ce jeu-là, ce coup de coude-là. Il sait quand les gars ils font exprès ou pas. Là. Ce qui nous aide beaucoup, nous, c'est la technologie parce qu'il y a tellement d'angles de caméra et des caméras partout. Fait que ça facilite ma vie aussi parce que moi, j'ai besoin, on appelle ça en anglais notre money shot, pour faire mon vidéo puis expliquer ma décision, pour garder une certaine transparence puis ligne de conduite aussi. Là. Moi, surtout que je vois un jeu comme Emeline, je sais dans ma tête, j'ai les comparables déjà. Ce jeu-là en particulier, j'ai trouvé que Spezza vraiment a tourné rapidement. Il s'est mis dans une position vulnérable et Emeline avait déjà commencé son double échec. C'était difficile pour lui d'arrêter son mouvement. Mais je pense que c'était en masse la punition qui avait été décernée. Puis l'arbitre a fait un bon jugement là-dessus, mais ça ne méritait pas une suspension. Je fais partie du comité des commotions cérébrales avec des médecins pour tout ce qui est par rapport à l'équipement. On garde présentement tout ce qui est les bas anti-coupures, les bounds, tout ce qui est l'environnement de jeu. Là, on essaie de toujours se pencher là-dessus pour que ça soit de plus en plus sécuritaire. Je pense que mon mandat, c'est une grosse partie, c'est l'éducation. Pas juste l'éducation des joueurs, mais l'éducation des entraîneurs, des directeurs généraux, des médias et des fans aussi. C'est pour ça qu'on fait des vidéos pour expliquer nos décisions. Là.
The Canadiens and Rangers pick up where they left off last season. Tight hockey and tense relations.
Go, 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 go!
Yes, take him, take him.
Chris Kreider, who knocked Price out of the playoffs a few months back, now sets his sights on PK Subban. There's bark, but not much bite.
What are you gonna penalty? He's over right there. Let's go! PK! Sing! It looked pretty close. Sick play. It was in the middle of the net. Like, how did you get there so fast? All I have to do is get that out here.
The puck looks like it's in, but close doesn't count here.
After review, it's inconclusive. All the ice has
You know, we talked about it.
That's what I wanted to do. I just went on my forehand and he had a stick on it.
Oh, okay.
Both teams battle to find an opening. A crease big enough for a puck.
Let's make sure we play with authority here. Come on.
Suddenly, Max Pacioretty's wrist shot troubles the mesh behind Lundqvist.
Sorry, boys.
Montreal shuts the Rangers out at Madison Square Garden.
I look like an idiot when I missed a net like that. I just want to end it for the team and be able to give them a chance to come back by hitting the post. The worst feeling in the world.
That's a big one tonight. You know, I got robbed in the first there, but I don't know how they can call it inconclusive. I really don't understand that. I mean, we only saw one angle and it was in, so that could be the difference tonight.
I always said to him, if you have a goal, make sure you work towards it. Don't ever give up. You know, somebody tells you you're too small and you really want to, you don't give up.
Many years before playing for the Montreal Canadiens, veteran Mike Weaver starred for the Maroons, the Brampton Maroons.
This is the Brampton Memorial Arena, which is the oldest rink in Canada. People like Rick Nash played here, Mike played when he was 6 years old.
I remember there was lots of wood all over the place, the smell of the arena, just everything. I remember a lot of great childhood memories. You go there and watch all these big, giant players skating. And one time my dad sat down with me and he's just like, you know what, one of these days you're going to be there.
From Toronto, number 15, Michael Weaver.
He was playing on the other team. I heard he was a hard hitter, and my goal was, I'm going to hit this guy. And he sat me down at least 3 or 4 times that game. So that was my first introduction to Mike.
However, he was bumped at the last minute, and Weaver will play it back. What a collision in front.
There's the headlights. Boom.
He always led by example. So you're sitting beside him and he throws himself in front of a slap shot, battling the biggest guys on the other team. It's hard to come down and sit beside a guy like that and not feel obligated that you got to do the same.
We really didn't know if he was going to be able to play past college. We wanted just a scholarship for him.
I got out at a time where I was stronger, older, and I got my degree. I remember going to my final year of my draft year in the NHL.
To sit through 320 names and not have your son's name called, I recommend no parent should ever go through that. Probably the toughest day I ever went through.
We were walking back after the draft, and I just told Mike, I said, Mike, you will play. I always knew he would play. I said, you just got to find your way, use this as positive motivation. His ability to knock pucks out of the air and block shots and kill penalties and lead by example were like second to none. So I figured there's a lot of smart people out there in the world of hockey that would give a guy like that an opportunity.
I always said to him, if you have a goal, make sure you work towards it. Don't ever give up. You know, somebody tells you you're too small to play and you really want to, you don't give up. So proud of the fact that he had accomplished so much. Yeah.
Being undrafted, being under 6 feet, being a defensive defenseman, and actually making it in the old NHL. I think that was probably my biggest accomplishment I think I've made.
You still got to work hard every night. You just can't take the night off.
There's guys that are currently in the NHL that haven't been drafted, and there's guys that are retired that never were drafted. There's always that one common denominator for guys that do make it, and that's their perseverance and willingness to succeed.
It's great to have their ambitions, but a lot of kids forget about the journey. If I didn't enjoy the journeys and the experiences along the way, you know, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
He's got some really, really good jokes, but his sense of humor is very dry, in my opinion.
Hey, Pat. There you go.
There you go. What's it for?
Keep it a souvenir.
His jokes are, you know, sometimes they're a little off the wall, but it takes you a few seconds to get.
I was looking through the Montreal Canadiens magazine and it had that insert in there, you know, with the Max Pacioretty poster. So I put it in my stall. You know, he's a good-looking man, great hair, awesome hair. I had a mustache to him, and sure enough, it's weird. A couple days later, there was hearts on there. I just took a picture, and within like 5 minutes, there was like, oh my God, there might have been about 600 people that either liked it or retweeted it.
It's interesting because we went golfing in the summertime, just this past summer, and asked him a little bit about the Max Pacioretty poster that he had alongside him. So it was a good chuckle we had with that.
You know, it kind of almost came a novelty. So I just went ahead and just got it framed and gave it to the Montreal Canadiens Foundation, and I think it auctioned off for $500.
It just reminds me of the old Weaver, always keeping things light and keeping the locker room like loose, you know, so no one's uptight.
I'm gonna put them right beside the bed. Oh, so cute. Except arms are squished.
When I leave the rink, my wife and my 2 kids, that really helped me ground myself and helped me escape the pressures involved in the game. The game of hockey really made me the person who I am. Just the competitive nature of the game. Even though you might have a few more years left on everything, you always got to prepare, you know, now instead of tomorrow.
He was always looking to life after hockey, and I think he's kept a good common ground with that and kept himself in touch with people that could help him outside of the game, knowing that at any given time it could be, you know, it's going to come to an end.
He got his degree in telecommunications and virtual reality. So now he's quite involved in computers, iSpaces, web design, all that sort of thing.
I'm preparing for after hockey. Hopefully it doesn't end anytime soon, but most players should be doing that.
He enjoys life and he's competitive, and every day he gets up, there's a challenge for him. He's not afraid.
Sometimes I, you know, sit back and I'm just like, man, like where I've come from and where I am now, and I'm not done. You know, when hockey's done, I'm going to keep on going with this and using all these things I've gotten from my journey.
Don't tell me that's the best you got.
The mercury dips far below zero. But this is Montreal, and it takes more than a touch of frost to stop fans and families from an afternoon game at the Bell Centre.
J'ai hâte de voir les Canadiens, puis de passer une soirée avec mon père.
C'est donc bien fin!
Michel Lacroix, the voice of hockey in Montreal, gets a very special assist.
You guys got the first goal, baby!
But there was no one around. Like, this is the D that
oh, that's the D.
That's the D that came back.
Well, Canitz doesn't need any help here. He sends Wilson a special message all on his own. Ovechkin tries it all. A bull rush that draws a penalty. A wrist shot from his signature spot. A 4-minute waltz on the ice, but nothing beats Price. Lars Eller scores on Tom Wilson. Unassisted this one.
Oh, yeah, good cheer. Good cheer. Don't tell me that's the best you got. You're supposed to be a trash talker?
It's being said that an assist is just as good as a goal, that one can't live without the other. Some call it a helper, a dish, a feed, or even for some, an apple. The reality is that goals and assists are just scratches on the surface, marks on a piece of paper.
Ça fait un effort de tout le monde. Puis dans des matchs serrés comme ça, une chose que j'apprécie, c'est qu'on se sent à l'aise. On se sent très à l'aise à jouer des matchs 1-1, 0-0. Je pense qu'on joue avec beaucoup de confiance.
The true goal is that each glorious stroke during the regular season becomes part of a greater picture of victory in its ultimate form.
This program presented by Power Run Energy, the sport nutrition supplements, and Sports Experts, proud partner of 24CH.
Think you know your Habs? Discover 24CH The Quiz on Channel 1217.